Hey, what's going on, family? Just kind of wanted to talk about something. And this is actually a great example on this trade that Farhan showed us. And man, Farhan, appreciate the transparency because as you know, we know this. This is where we really, really learn. It's in these lessons, right? It's the lessons that teach us more than even the wins. And so just want to look at this right here. This goes into what we just talked about today in class, right? Of really kind of looking around at our environment and making sure that we understand where we are. So we can see, this was kind of a quick, trade right here that Ferran kind of got in. And as he was saying, it did give us approximately 1 to 1. Now I wanna back up for a second because essentially um what was the catalyst for this shift? It was we're basically looking at this level right here, right? So if this is our base, okay, this is the support or the resistance, the strong area supply, then we need to look at the price action, right? That took us up there. Okay. So if we look at that price action and go back in here, we're going to cut this off for a second. This is our actual structure here from this low, right, on up. And if we start here, we want to have our triangle defense on the right time frame. So if we look here, 5 minute looks inconsistent, 20 crossed up above the 50. We look here, 10 minute looks good. Okay. So this is actually the correct time frame for the triangle right here. So this is our trap right in here. Okay. Now let's turn on our impetus real quick. I had it turned off, but we'll go ahead and turn it back on. When we look at it, this is actually our 10-minute impetus level. Okay. And then as we talk today, you can find the triangle within the triangle. We can do this from coming from the 10-minute and using our moving average rule. So we want to see basically from this point to this point, right? From over here, we're looking at 20 cross up with no other crosses. That's our goal. And that'll get us over here to the 3 minute. Okay. And we can see this actually is a 2 minute, right? Look, cross up, no other crosses. Let's double check the 1 minute here. And the 1 minute would be disqualified. Okay. So we're going to look here at our 2 minute. And from our 2 minute, right, we can see we have an impetus level right here. Okay, currently. Okay. We'll get rid of this for just a second. So labeling would help, right? 10-minute, 2-minute impetus. Okay. And if you wanted to go one more level deeper, you could. But let's just stop here for a second. Now watch this. As the market started to come down, it pushed up and gave us that impetus level that Baran was talking about right here. Okay. Now, watch this. As the market kept going, right, we ended up actually breaking that impetus level right here. Okay. So it's cool. We broke the impetus level. Now, not every impetus level is created equal. And this is the part that we need to understand. This is a key structural point, but it's not the impetus level in the sense of our main one. And here's why. Because your impetus level will always be the low that created the highest high, right? So if we're looking at this, we can see here that this is our low that created our highest high within our triangle. This impetus level did not create a higher high. So this is a key structural point, but it's not the impetus. The impetus level is here. So with that being said, right, this is where we talked about the domino effect in the weekly outlook. Notice how the market broke a key structural level and shifted down, but it failed to break the real impetus level. As a result, it pushed up, okay? So it didn't break our main impetus level at the 10-minute, and it didn't break our triangle within a triangle impetus level either. So what we have to do is just be a little careful with understand our surroundings, right? As we begin to really dial this in, it's going to get really cool because you're going to be able to find the time frames. It's like a domino, right? If this is going to go down, it not only needs to break here, which it did, it then has to break here. And we didn't get that break. Now, on the flip side, as this market was coming down, which is what we talked about today, we needed to also trap that side. If we pay attention to our moving averages, we can see that this is approximately, I think this is good. I don't think that's a cross right there, right? So that's just a kiss. So this is a 2-minute triangle coming down, okay? 2-minute triangle coming down. So watch this. This is our main impetus level for that 2-minute triangle coming down right here, okay? So I would copy that, but for now, I'm just gonna keep it clean. Watch this. Okay, did you see the impetus level move? That one's just a key structure. It's not the same because it didn't produce the lower low, right? Let me back it up. See how the impetus level was here and it moved? Watch it, okay? Okay, key structural level, but not the impetus. The impetus level is still here because your impetus level needs to make the lowest low, but this is a key structure level, right? And oftentimes you can get a break and a retest like it's doing right here. See, break and retest off that key structural level. But now we're at the actual impetus level. And there's our break, okay? So that was our shift up. Okay, here's the correction. And then it went up and made a higher high. Okay, so we had the shift up, the correction, the higher high. Okay, so in recapping this in conclusion, right? Whenever we're dealing with our triangle defense, right? We always need to identify the key main time frame triangle structure. And that would have been a 10-minute impetus right here. Then from there, we can trap our triangle within the triangle. And that would have given us this 2-minute impetus or 3-minute. It just depends on how low you went. Either way, this would have been a 2 or 3-minute. And then, as you guys saw, we had an updated impetus level here. But not every impetus level is created the same. It needs to be qualified as the low that made the highest high or the high that makes the lowest low. In this sense, this became just a key structural level, which was useful, right? You could see market consolidated here, then broke under that, but failed to break the main impetus level, right, for that triangle. That's going to happen. And when that happens, quite often, those are going to be some of your best continuation entries when you fail to break impetus levels, or you break it barely, but you then turn around and break the other entry. So you guys are going to get more experience with this. It'll be pretty cool. But I just wanted to give you guys this thing. One last thing, right? So that was the key impetus level for that. But as I taught you guys today, right, from the impetus level, you can find the triangle within the triangle. And this is where it gets fun, right? So from here, we're looking for a cross down with no other crosses. For those of you that are more advanced and are comfortable with looking in both directions, this is when This is really when you get busy, right? It's more advanced, but you can do it. You see, 2050 cross down no other crosses. Here's our impetus level here. We'll get rid of this now. Impetus level is here. Watch. Fail to break. There's our impetus shift. And for those that are good with going the other way, make sure you got divergence, which we do. Right? And this can get really fun, right? Because this now is that continuation play on a big scale. Okay, so this video I wanted to send to you guys just so you guys can kind of see, right? So we had essentially the impulse up. We could use our extension tool here. In this case, okay, our safe TP would be right here. And then, you know, potentially go higher, right? So we'll just let this play out. Now there's levels to this, right? But these are just options as we get, you know, better with the tool, better with the triangle, right? You can see we're like almost at our TP1. Okay. This is it. Okay. Moral of the story, make sure you trap the main triangle first. Then you come on in, you can trap that triangle within the triangle, like Ferran had, right? And then knowing the difference between, right, just the key structural level, right, that we had here versus the true impetus, which was here. Pay attention to how market comes back into those levels. Right here, as Ferran teaches, rally, the base, the rally. So this ran right back into a demand zone, pushed us up, and that was all she wrote. We had the break of the main impetus here, had a retest opportunity here for the continuation, and then now it got really silly, but it's still bullish, right? Because it hasn't broke this impetus level at the moment. So this is the current situation happening here. And yeah, no impetus level breaks yet. This right here is qualified because it's the low that's created the highest high. So now this is the structure we need to shift for this. I guess it's a correction to finish doing whatever it's doing, right? Got a little bit of divergence at the moment. I don't know what the bigger picture is. I haven't analyzed past this, but this is where we are at the moment. All right. So I hope this is helpful. Wanted to share this with you guys. Keep the everybody keep your either your wins or your lessons coming in so we can talk about them. I won't have time to recap everything, but this is going to be a part of the learning process, and I think we're going to get a lot from these things and coming back and kind of recapping and reviewing. All right, so I'll talk to you later.